Again, this is probably not going to be my typical video. In fact, I know it's not going to be my typical video where I throw on a wig and try to be funny, or apparently just sing all the time, which I apologize for. I get in a rut. I'm a creature of habit, I guess. But this is going to be about um, my journey that I have had for the last 3.5 months. Um, since I made my last grief video, a lot has happened, and it took forever for us to finally get a medical examiner's report. We had to have a medical examiner's report because Evan passed away at a daycare facility. And they have to go through certain things in order to, because there has to be an investigation. The investigation showed that it was absolutely no fault of anyone at my daycare provider. In fact, to the contrary, my daycare provider is my hero. She did everything humanly possible to try to save Evan's life. And I don't even know what that is like. And I know how much she loves Evan. She's my hero. She did everything she possibly could to save Evan. And my heart will forever go out to her. She is an amazing, amazing woman. And the person she works with is an amazing woman, and both of them have been going through many of the same things that Andrea and I have gone through, and they're part of my family. They always will be. Once we got the medical examiner's report back, and that only happened about a week ago, it's been weird for me because it's given me an opportunity to kind of look at the last 3 months and where I was and where I am. And this is going to be long, by the way, but there are things that I want to say. So when Evan passed away, I had so many people telling me that life would never be the same again, and that there would always be sadness someplace in my heart because of this. And when people told me that, it made me angry. And I still refuse to believe it, because if that was true, that would mean that because Evan was born, I was destined to be sad. It would mean that because Evan came into my life, it would end up being a bad thing, because the final result would be that for the rest of my life, I wouldn't be happy, or as happy as I was prior to him coming into my life. And that's not true. And I miss Evan terribly. I miss the memories that I won't have because we weren't given a chance to create them yet. I miss the fact that I won't see him hop on a school bus for his first day of school. I miss the fact that I won't be able to see him have his first girlfriend. I won't see him get married. I won't see him have children. I miss lots of things. But I am now to the point that I can remember so many things with such a full heart. And I'm getting past remembering how he died. And I'm really starting to remember how he lived. Yes, there's sadness. I mean, I miss him. I want to be able to hold him again. I want to hear his laugh again. but I can hear his laugh. And if I sit back and close my eyes, I can feel what he felt like when I held him. It may sound cheesy or cliche, but there are still times that I very much feel his presence in my life. Not in a supernatural way. My heart can just get a little more full. I want to share one of my absolute favorite memories of him. We were all having dinner, and my oldest son was, eating his plate. We had Evan in the high chair, and Andrea and I were talking with Cameron, my oldest son, and Evan didn't like it. He didn't like the fact that he wasn't the center of attention, so he started fussing a little bit. And Andrea picked him up and put him in her lap, and we were just eating and talking, and he looked over at Cameron, and he found the way that Cameron ate just incredibly funny, I guess. And he was about probably 3.5 months old when this all happened. And he looked over at Cameron, and Cameron made a face at him, and he just started laughing. And it wasn't a giggle, it wasn't a baby's laugh. It was a full belly laugh that he laughed so hard that he went and sucked in, when he was laughing. It was just so adorable. And this went on for like 3 minutes where he just would not stop laughing. And Andrea and I started laughing, and Cameron wanted to make him laugh more, and it was just a wonderful experience. And Andrea and I both, at the time, we said, oh my gosh, Cameron never laughed like that until he was close to a year old, where he just thought something was hilarious and wanted to continue laughing. It was a special, special moment, and that is the moment that when times get a little bit tough, I think about it. And yeah, it makes me miss him a little bit more, but it also makes me remember how blessed we were. He was gone far too soon, and I will never know why. And I've stopped asking that question because I'll never get the answer that will satisfy me. But I know why he was brought into my life. He made me a better dad and a better husband. And he made me a more caring and compassionate person. And for that, I owe him my life. And so yeah, I miss him. There are times that I really, really miss him. And there are times when thinking about him and talking about him can be a little bit difficult. But my life won't be sad because he came into it. My life is better because he came into it. I want to thank all of you who have written to me and who have opened your arms. Literally, there are so many of you that it would be like another thank you subscriber video. A lot of people say that they have the best subscribers. You guys have all proven to me that I have them. You have meant the world to me, and I simply can't thank you enough. And I'm doing all right. My family's doing all right. There are tough times, but we're getting through them. So I just wanted to update you with that, and thank you. You guys are great.